A lot of people think that faith means that you don't question, or you don't struggle, or you don't push back. And that if you do, then something's wrong with you, or maybe you're not Christian enough. But look, when you actually read the Bible, that theory, that idea, that falls apart really fast. Here's the part that people miss. God doesn't call on people who feel ready. He calls on people who are honest. Look at Moses. Moses literally argued with God. God's like, hey, you're the dude who's going to free my people out of Egypt. He's like, hold up. I can't speak well. I'm not the right guy. Please send somebody else. He had no confidence. That was fear. God doesn't say, understood, I'll come back when you believe in yourself. No, he tells him, he says, I will be with you. That's the foundation of faith right there. You think of David. David does the same thing. We quote David's victories, but we skip right past his prayers. David says things to God like, why are you hiding from me? How much longer? Why does this feel so unfair? That's not rebellion. That's just a man speaking to God like he's actually listening. Even Elijah. Elijah is one of the boldest prophets in the Bible. He hits a moment where he's just completely empty. Elijah literally calls down fire from heaven. And then almost immediately after that, he finds a tree, he sits up against it, and he tells God, I've had enough. God doesn't shame him. He doesn't lecture him. He doesn't look at him. He's not like, Elijah, where is your faith? No, he feeds him. He lets him rest. Then he speaks to him softly. Not loud, not dramatic, but quietly. That right there should tell us a lot about how God deals with us when we are worn down. And here's the truth that people they don't say out loud enough. God would rather hear your frustration any day than your fake faith. Read the Psalms. Those are not polished prayers by any means. They're raw, they're messy, but they're honest. And God preserved them on purpose. So look, when I say that faith is relational, this is all I mean. You just talk to God the same way that you would talk to someone who you actually trust. You don't have to perform. You don't have to clean it up first. You don't have to pretend that you're fine. You don't have to apologize to God because you've said the same thing 15 times over. You just speak.